views and opinions of this program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Kingdom podcast. The show might include strong images and language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's scary to even think about this show. Through hell or high water amidst the variety of challenges, and after 8 years of doing what we do best, one thing united us all. One show ruled them all. When you played the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Wait a second. I think you got the wrong kingdom. Do you even know what happens on the show?
I was not prepared for that story that you're about to tell.
Are they the inevitable next nations group?
Not when they're handled by JYPE.
When a boy group idol is seen with like a girl group idol, a lot of people like suddenly here are like dating, and then fan sites are gonna start closing down.
Yeah.
You know, all those stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand why.
Interacting with 60 different countries around the globe and listened to by thousands from the Philippine archipelago, The Voice is back for Season 2. Fearless, better, stronger, and boy does he enjoy the grind.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, let me sit on that. Like, OMG, no, stop.
We talk about what other K-pop shows are fucking afraid to talk about.
People will get invested only to know that they will disband. Because, everyone gets old at some point and they can't always be an idol.
Just because you love someone, that's not how they grow, right?
That's right.
You need to give it to them straight. You need to be honest.
From personal matters to all the juicy stuff, no holds barred.
They're like, oh, I don't trust multis because I don't
unfollow.
Okay, muted. Got you.
Broadcasting live from Manila, Philippines at the TKP Studios. This is the revelation that is the Kingdom Podcast, Season 2, with your host, the baddest SOB in K-pop podcasting history, the king himself, The Voice, DJ Yuuki.
There's something about when it comes to doing you know how you watch like a series back then, right? Have you gotten that, Sun, by any chance? I'm veering away from the normal intro that I normally do because
I realized I was very surprised.
Yeah, I kind of I don't hate it, but like I don't really want to do it moving forward. But okay, so like this is how I'm gonna do this is how I'm just gonna do the podcasting, like small talk to start the show, right? You know how you normally watch a series and then like you're loving the series so much, like so shit, parang I need to watch this like every fucking day, and then it just falls out. It's like, have you ever had that?
Way?
Like
falls out in what way?
Parang you've been watching this like consistently, na parang even kahit you're so addicted to it that you don't really wait for the series to end to be able to watch it like binge watch it in one go. But you constantly watch each week per release because you're so addicted to it, you can't wait.
I mean,
do you ever have that?
It happened to me recently.
Which show?
Like, Nevertheless.
Oh, okay, like the Netflix series.
Yeah.
Was it any good, really?
I have many words. It was okay, personally. I didn't like the ending, but I like the side couples. I like the side couples a lot. Kind of wish the side couple were the main couple instead, but
ain't that the normal thing now? Like, ain't that the usual thing when it comes to like K-dramas? Like you tend to fall in love more with like the second couple instead of the first.
I guess. I mean, the main thing was the fact that it was like the show itself was based off a web drama, so
right.
I was hoping that it would be, like the web drama, but they turned it different. Wait, web drama, webtoon, my bad. And they changed the ending, so I was a bit frustrated by it. And yeah, but the thing was like what you said a while ago, that you don't wait till you to binge watch everything in one go. I did not at all because of the side couple. Like, I needed to know what happened.
What's happening next? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I think
Like-
that's kind of like a I don't know. It's probably a recurring theme because of the pandemic, where you tend to like watch like series a lot, and then like at one point it just falls off. Like, I don't want to watch this anymore. It's kind of lame. And then you watch
Can't really
it again.
answer to that either, though, because I normally don't watch a lot of series. Like, this is the first time in a long time I've watched a series. My attention span is not good enough for it. I swear. Korean shows are what, almost 2 hours long. That's a whole ass movie.
That's fair. It's like, here's a question: do you open subtitles when you watch them?
No.
Oh, look at you, so high and mighty.
You asked. I answered. Oh my god. You asked.
Okay, I'm opening the podcast with that because for the longest time, I've been a fan of the TV show Glee, right? Super gay. And like, not that there's anything wrong with that. I love gay. I love being gay. It's just that like, there's something
tell your
about,
girlfriend that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, there's something about Glee that really makes me happy. I guess because I'm kind of like a loser, like back in high school, and then I feel like, oh, look at me, that's me. I just feel that kind of connection with them. And then when Cory Monteith or Finn died, like in the series, you know that story, right? Like, it was all over the news. So I kind of stopped watching because it kind of fell apart for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story and whatnot, and like the Glee Club was over in season 5, and then I kind of just stopped watching. And then I was really I can't say heartbroken, obviously, but I was bummed out about like him dying and stuff, and obviously that's really tragic. And then I just stopped
Rest
watching.
in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. But then like, a lot of things happening at work, and I kind of need to de-stress, and like, I need a series to watch. So I watched How I Met Your Mother, and then it kind of ended after 9 seasons. And now here I am, like, returning to the roots. Friggin' A. Glee. Season 6, episode 2, baby. So
My
good.
god. I can't. Like I said, my attention span is just too short. I can't
So you're
focus on
more
things
into
like that.
movies than series.
Yes. Like, lately, I don't even watch a lot of series. Like, me and my friends end up watching a lot of YouTubers instead, like with horror games, stuff like that, because it's something that you can
like the jump scares.
No, yes, half, I guess. I'm not good with jump scares. I'm really not good with jump scares, but like, personally, I find a lot of horror movies very predictable, so it doesn't freak me out as much.
You kind of need to watch like a lot of, like, I'm gonna give you a list after this show, and like, obviously if you're gonna have time like in the next 3 years, because you're way too busy. Like I said, guys, episode 1 in season 2, right? Look at us, episode 7, hard to book. So if you have time like in the next 3 years or so, you can probably watch like some movies that I'm gonna link you, like right now.
No, the funny thing is, like, my regular schedule is the fact, so like, weekdays, of course, I work, and when I get home from work, 3 times a week, I do exercise, and then after that, like, I do some other stuff. But the thing is, like, we have dinner pretty early in this house, and so after dinner, like, I'd go online, honestly, on Discord, and like, my friends would want to watch movies, or like, we'd play some games and stuff like that, and that's about it, up until like I have to sleep.
That's what we're
No,
doing
but the thing
too
is,
recently. What the fuck?
and then like,
happening
the problem.
with Discord and movies? The hell?
I mean, it's simpler, so you can watch with friends.
I guess, yeah, it's free. Shout out to my friends, like Ray and A. Like, we've been watching a lot of movies recently, and we've been watching like horror movies, like psychological thrillers, stuff like that. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, Like, don't get me wrong, and I guess like it's not the movie part that's cool. It's hanging out with friends, and like the friends that I've been hanging out with, I haven't hung out with them for like years and years. they were back in like the old podcast days, and like we had like a falling apart kind of moment, and then
Oof.
yeah,
Drama.
it's like ex-girlfriend, you know, kind of.
Oof.
She kept them basically. So
Kids.
I was kind of like I was kind of like the lone wolf there. So yeah, surprisingly, like one of them is an ex of my ex. But we're not directly related. I wasn't the before nor was he the after. You get what I mean? So we weren't related in any way. So like I feel like we're gonna, get along well. Anyway.
I mean, and at the same time, like it does help a lot of people, especially for those who are abroad. Like you can end up talking to your friends and all of that.
Yeah,
like, I have a big, not big, but like I have a solid group of friends, but like I've never met them in person because they're just like Twitter friends, and then we just kind of go on Discord a lot.
Right.
Yeah, sure. But like these people are abroad, so
okay.
I know I won't. Like it's gonna be rare.
Look, you're in Makati. I'm in Quezon City. That's kind of abroad, like with the quarantine specifications
compared
that we
to
have.
Philippines and America. So
it's Merca for you, Merca. MRR. Merca. Okay.
No disrespect to the Americans.
Yeah, of course, obviously, yeah. Yeah, shout out to our American fans. Welcome to the podcast. This is the Kingdom Podcast Season 2. This will be available in all your favorite platforms to listen to podcasts. And by the way, my name is Yuuki. This is Sun. If you guys don't know, she speaks Korean.
Oh, not again.
So we're kind of like the normal hosts here on the podcast, and if you're listening on only here on the second season, the numbers are really up when it comes to the numbers for season 2, which is awesome. Thank you very much, you guys. And this being a K-pop podcast, kind of like it's really hard now, especially to write a show. I mean, there's really nothing in particular that I can write about at this time. It's like I wanted to talk about Wheein and then how she signed with the Live, Ravi's how you say agency, and she's now with Ailey there, so it's kind of really cool. But it's like we've already talked about Wheein so much, like I didn't want to talk about her again. Not that she's not worth talking about, but it's just like, man, like I gotta write about something else. So I thought of a few good number of topics which we will discuss today, and we have to. I guess there's something about us being old in K-pop where if all else fails, you kind of go back to Generation 2 or the second generation of K-pop, or just K-pop in general, not really pertaining to a specific group or a specific fandom. So what I thought about as our first topic, and I wanted to discuss with you this, Son, because there's a backstory on this. So the topic I thought of is who has the best K-pop group and fandom name. So doesn't necessarily have to be kunyari, Girls' Generation and then so on, right? Doesn't have to be related to each other. You can name the best name group name that I can ever think of is let's say Big Bang, and then the best fandom name would be XOL. Obviously that's not true, but you can think of that, Guys, I'm a big fan of EXO, but XOL is and L meaning love. I mean, that's so cringy. I hate it. So I can think of the backstory here is because I was thinking of Mamamoo a lot for the past couple of days because of Wheein, not signing with RBW, now signing with Live, and then I feel like the concert that we saw via Twitch, might I add, CaveCon, you suck like balls, give us our refund back. We watched it via Twitch, and I feel like the OT4 concert that we watched over the weekend will be the last for a while. And that's why I thought of this topic, because when I started, when I knew of Mamamoo, sabi ko, putang ina Mamamoo, ang pangit ng pangalan. Ang pangit talaga ng pangalan. I still hate it up until now. And with one of their descriptions is that's the normally the first words of like a baby that that they hear, like mama moo, mama moo, kind of. No, I don't know. It's cringy. So instead of like thinking of like the worst name, right?
Can I share something
Sure.
really quick? Because you said that. When I shared Mamamoo to a friend of mine who's not a fan of Korean music,
Sure.
she's like, Mamamoo? Mamamoo. So I'm like, no. Not what I meant.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, it's horrible. It's a horrible group name. I hate it. I still hate it until today. Though I'm a big fan, don't get me wrong. I love Mamamoo to death. But it's just that, like, if I were to pick, like, a best best group name, Mamamoo, not at all in that list. Not even the top 10. Not even the top 20, probably. So, like, instead of thinking of, like, who has the worst name, I wanted to be optimistic about it. So, who has the best name in K-pop? And I was thinking of, like, the fandom name as well. Might as well add in the fandom name. So, like, who do you have? Like, who can you think of at the top of your head?
Honestly, when it comes to the group name, like the only ones like I can think of, it might sound biased, would be Girls' Generation and Luna. Mainly because of the fact that it's really rare, question mark? Yeah, rare for the group to have like an actual Korean name. Most of the groups have or use an English name, and I mean, not hating on it and anything, but like,
that's fair. Yeah,
it's like nice to see the Korean part. Like, there's always Sonushide, and it's Girls' Generation, and like it's cool. It was a whole ass generation, stuff like that. And then
indeed, it was their generation,
right? And then because like I guess it sounds biased because those are the groups that I liked, but like, I'm just trying to think of
if you think about the name, right? I mean, it is really a cool name, and I didn't want to sound biased as well, but I like, obviously Girls' Generation has to be on top of that list, just the name, kind of like, gives you that punch in your gut where, oh wow, okay, their generation, Girls' Generation, friggin' A, good stuff.
I mean, it's to the point even non-K-pop fans know Girls' Generation.
That's true. That is true. I was thinking of like all of the groups that came and went,
that is so hard. There are thousands.
21 is a good name, like good group name. I kind of like that, and it makes sense that their fandom name are called Blackjacks.
That's true,
because it's 21.
Yeah,
so I think that's one of the cooler sounding names. I guess like the fandom name is cooler sounding than the group name.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, yeah. So I didn't get the NE in 21. I don't know if it's just wordplay or,
I think it's supposedly just wordplay.
Yeah, really bad pun, So, Girls' Generation probably, yeah. I mean, that's a good point where you say that there's like a Korean name to their name, and it's very rare, especially today. Because you say itzy and then you say itchy, and itchy. What am I pronouncing this? Itchy in Korean. Yeah.
Itchy,
so,
yeah.
Itchy. What the hell?
Haemyeon.
No, not gonna do that. Hihalipye on Twitter for a son here. that I can do. Yeah, it's just very rare. Best fandom name. I don't hate the group. I'm actually impressed by them, but I don't stand them. But love the fandom name NCitizen.
Oh,
I love it. It's so witty. That's one of my top 10.
That's true. Yeah,
it's so witty.
I mean, right? NCT City. Yeah.
NCitizen. So you kind of have that the name of the group, yet at the same time you have that mass people feel to it because you're a citizen of like kind of, I don't know, NCTville, whatever. So it's like super cool. Like, I love the fandom name NCitizen. What's a good fandom name? Like one of the fandom names I hate, Pink Panda. horrible name.
Especially like when you get older and like you're gonna like someone
Yeah, it's
asks
like,
you, so
oh.
what are you? What fandom are you? I'm like, I'm a Pink Panda.
No, I'd probably say that like in the lowest volume possible. Hey, okay, hey, what fandom name are you from? Like,
Pink Panda.
yeah, but I'm also an N citizen, you know.
I'm just gonna say like, I'm an A Pink fan, you know.
yeah, I would say that too. There are terms, you know. There are terms like in BTS. I would say I'm a BTS fan. I won't say I'm an ARMY. Not because like that's a horrible fandom name. It's just that like, you know, kind of veering away from that. But that's one of the good fandom names, ARMY. I like that name. I just kind of don't get it.
Yeah.
I think back then they had like that logo with like the gun kind of thing going on.
Oh, did they?
Maybe, I think. I don't know.
You're talking to someone who doesn't listen.
Right, like you haven't listened to Permission to Dance, have you?
Nope.
Yeah, you gotta listen, son. Look, I'm here. I'm your friend. I'm telling you to listen to groups that I think will pique your interest, not to a point where you're gonna stand them, obviously, but you know, maybe you'll just like the song because you're a dancer and they're really good dancers and whatnot. So, I don't know. Like, come on, listen to BTS. You might like it.
I'll think about it.
Are you like? What is the scare? Like, are you scared, if anything, like of listening to them or?
No,
you know?
It's not really being scared. It's just I just never really got into it. Like, there are just some things for me. Like when I hear a song of a group, even if I don't know who the group is, if I like the song, I'll be like, okay, sounds pretty cool. But like, I remember giving their music a shot. It just wasn't my taste. And it kind of stuck all throughout, I guess, which is probably a bad thing, but like I was always a snob even before, like with music, so my sister always called me a music snob, so I'm not going to deny that. So
I'm looking at a list of South Korean idol groups from the 2000s, the 2010s and the 2020s.
Mhm.
So
well, I liked After School.
Oh yeah, After School. Like, what was their fandom name again?
Playgirls and Playboys.
You're shitting.
It was.
You have got to be shitting.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
No,
that
you're
was one of
shitting
the
me.
ones I really
That
did
is
not
not true.
like. And
That
that's
is
true.
not true.
It's true. Search it.
That is
That was
not
one
true.
of the names
Oh my
that I
god,
did
that
not
is
like.
horrible.
Yeah, and
That's
this was when I was a teenager. So like, whenever we were talking about it, I can't say this. I'm not gonna say this.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's true. That's horrible. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah. See, another reason why I play this not that good with girl groups. So good luck to Promise 9 fans out there.
Hey, Promise Nine's like a really good group. It's just that
No. There's nothing wrong with the group. It's the agency I'm talking about. Yeah.
It's
Fuck
always
them.
the agency, you know, and it's not us like sugarcoating stuff. Well, you know, there's a few good number of groups that I really want to disband, like and whatnot, but I'm not gonna name them here, obviously. But
Name it off record. I want to know.
yeah, sure. I'll tell you after, like during commercial break. So yeah, I'm just looking at like the groups like Brown Eyed Girls. It sounds like an R&B group. Girls' Generation, obviously there. There was Kara was a good group name, but I don't.
The thing with Kara for me, like, the funny thing for me when I was younger, I was thinking like, so was it Hara and people? Because like Hara, her name was so close.
Yeah, Hara. Yeah.
I mean, I love her. Like, she was so funny. I love her so much. Like when
Yeah.
I saw her, what's it called? Variety show performance.
Yeah.
Feature? Guestings. There you go. I loved watching her. She was really good at it. But like, yeah, it's just like Kara, Hara, huh? Okay.
Kara, Hara, huh. That's kind of like your thing now. Huh. I have a lot of recordings with you just saying that. Huh.
It's my friends make fun of me for doing that because apparently, according to them, I sound like a Minecraft character.
Which?
The villager.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, they're right. Oh no.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, oh no! You gotta do that every time.
Nah.
I kind of love it. Okay, like I'm looking at the 2010s. Like back in before the 2010s, 4 Minute would be a good group name. I just don't know what their fandom name is. I like their name.
4 Minute.
AOA was a good name. I just don't like what it means, because
Yeah.
obviously they're not angels.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like I like the acronym though. AOA, good stuff. EXO was a good name. EXO was a good name. I like EXO. I like the group.
Sorry,
the
I
group
was
more.
really curious when you said like 4 Minute. What was their fandom name? Apparently, it's called Fornia.
Oh
That
right,
doesn't
yeah, Fornia. It's like
either.
Mania, like for Mania. Yeah, Fornia,
Yeah,
kind
it
of
doesn't-
like that.
It doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's not appealing, not at all. That's probably why I couldn't remember. There was a group named Mr. Mister, kind of weird. Debuted back in 2012.
Sure was.
Yeah, Mr. Mister. Look,
Huh.
there's another group that I like, Sistar. Love the
Ooh,
name.
that's true.
Love the name. Love the fandom name too. Style. Normally people like if you're new to the Sistar fandom, you would say Star 1, but it's actually pronounced as Style because it's star and then 1, Style. Kind of
Makes
cool.
sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I guess like if you could like, yeah, Luna has a really good name too. Like even with like that's a killer logo and like a really good fandom name as well.
I mean, the thing with Lunas, it's like it makes sense because they're 12. So like the Korean name is Girl of the Month because they're 12 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Red Velvet, hate the name, hate the fandom name even more.
Yeah.
Revelove.
I find it really funny that Wendy has to say it in a Korean accent on shows.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's in pain. So it's so funny.
I think one of the good fandom names, though, like good to listen to, but really, like I just feel like it has horrible, ano to? What's the word I'm looking for?
I would love to help, but I don't know what word you're looking
Yeah, I
for.
have no idea. Like, okay, let me just say it. So it's twice and then once.
Oh, okay. So like how it follows through and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's once and twice, and then I feel like because they're called once is because even though like the fans only love them once, they will pay it with twice as much. I think that's the concept to it. So, okay.
I am honestly amazed with how you know so many like meanings.
Look,
to the fandom.
okay, look. I've been a fan for a while, son. Probably, obviously, you're longer because you're kind of ancient, but I've been a fan for a while.
Aren't
Like,
you older than me?
I am, but just 3 years. Screw you. I've been like, you're older in K-pop. Well, like, what year did you start listening to K-pop?
Girls' Generation, I think.
2007.
Yeah.
Haha, 2009, bitch.
Contest.
Started 2009. Okay. Blackpink is a good name.
Yeah, it's just like you. What's the word in English?
What?
I know the word in Korean. I can't say it in English. Wait.
What's the word in
combine.
Korean?
There you go.
What?
Combine. When you combine the name, like Blackpink, Blink. Yeah. Shut up.
You forgot the word combine, but you know it in Korean.
It happens. Okay.
Okay,
It happens.
what is it in Korean?
No. Oh, you're gonna tease me.
No, I won't. Go.
No. You already made me speak Korean last time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, combine in Korean.
Oh.
You'll have. Oh, this is super long. Is this even right? There's
Did you
like,
search
how
it
do you
on
say it in Korean? Combine. Is this even right?
I mean, some people do.
I sent it on Discord. Is this even right?
Discord.
I'm not. I'm gonna murder this.
Eh?
This is what Google says.
Right?
Is it?
It does?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, no. Well, kind of, but it's more on. How do I explain this? This is like bringing together, something like that.
Okay.
What you said is like bringing together, something like that.
Kind of weird. All right, good stuff. So, if we were to rank it, like, do you have your top 5 best group names, or even top 3 lang? Like, Would You Sonya is a good name too. I guess like I like Would You Sonya better
Sorry,
than Cosmic.
no,
Girl.
it's a good name. It's a good name, but like my friends always say it is Woojason.
What? Would You Sonya?
Woojason.
Why?
No, it's just like try saying WSJ. Wait, WJSN really fast.
WJSN. You have horrible friends. Okay,
But
so
we always have a giggle.
what? Sorry?
We always have a giggle.
Yeah, we always
Laugh.
have, yeah. So Would You Sonya, like I like that name. So what's your top 3?
In terms of names,
Yeah.
that's so hard because I barely listen to a lot. Like I don't really take note of a lot.
It's like on the top of your head.
Well, the first two a while ago I said.
Yeah.
The third
So
one,
who's the top?
Girls' Generation.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at you.
Just because I'm a Luna stan doesn't mean they're gonna be number one for every. Like Girls' Generation is still Girls' Generation, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you ask some Luna people, do you choose your name or Girls' Generation? Probably gonna compliment Girls' Generation.
Yeah, most probably, yeah. Hate the fandom name though. So on, Wish. But
Well, it
that's
was
better
also the
than
song, so that was kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, tell me your like so no matter whatever. Like tell me
No,
your
not
wish
just
like
that one. They have like an actual one that's just so on.
Wish.
Something like that. I think so. Yeah, it was an old song.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think Genie was like
No, wait, let me check.
I don't know, but there was a supposed fandom name for Girls' Generation. Did you know that? From like a song, which I am so okay with So On instead of that.
Which one?
I am looking for that. 1 second. Where are their Korean albums? Korean album, Girls' Generation 2007. There you go. Honey.
Yeah, it was that song.
Yeah, it's
Look,
So On.
If I remember, yeah. See, I told you.
Oh yeah, I know. Perfect for you. Was it?
Oh, I know. Shabushi.
I hate it. But we're supposedly be called Honey, so I'm good with So On instead of Honey.
I mean, at least this one's a gender neutral name. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, okay. SNSD, Luna, and then what's your last one? Kind of like that sister thing.
I am really trying to think. Like,
Look, you can name it dun sa time na nakinig ka, start ka makinig. I don't know, Brown Eyed Soul, SS501.
nah, screw you. I am gonna look through my playlist on Spotify.
Chakra, I don't know, like fucking A.
Oh my god, I legitimately.
Bangtan and the Boys.
This is why I don't like it when you like put me on the spot.
Yeah, I always like. Technically, I didn't put you on the spot. It's just that like I write the show, but we never think about it until we're here. So
That's also true. I am looking.
Jewelry. You know, those groups back in the 1990s when you started listening. Finkel.
Technically one group, I guess. They're not active anymore. Technically, I thought it was cool. 2 a.m. 2 p.m.
Well, 2 p.m.'s kind of active. They're doing their Japanese like.
Yeah, well, I mean, like as a whole.
As
like,
a whole, yeah.
They were supposedly like the opposites.
Oh, so
like,
you like them?
They were explaining that.
You like the
Like
you
it was
like the
pretty
name.
cool. Yeah, because like opposite sides, you have 2 p.m. being all like actual pop, and then like 2 a.m. being the nice ballad emotional side. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was well thought of.
It's kind of weird how when I think of JYP, like I just feel that I wouldn't give up like the roster that I possessed at one point to the roster I possess right now. And that might be saying something, and that might get a lot of flack. But if I were to pick between like the groups that I had before, if I was Park Jin-young, compared to like the groups I have now, like I had Wonder Girls, I had 2 a.m., I had 2 p.m. At once, I got GOT7 at one point. I got Rain, you know.
You know, honestly, right now I'm listening to you and everything, but like I'm so distracted. I'm looking at my playlist. Honestly, I'm trying to see what other groups I have.
Okay, what about fandom name?
Oof, that's even harder because I barely remember fandom names unless I'm in the fandom.
Orbit's kind of like a good name. Orbit's kind of like a good name for a fandom, you know?
Yeah, Orbit is a nice one. I don't want to sound biased. That's why I'm not really saying stuff like that.
It's fair to say. That's fair to say. But, you know, I just kept on thinking, like, because I've been part of, like, multiple fandoms at one point, I'm going to know what fandom names, like, you know, they are, right? So, I think Style is my top one for fandom name. I think Style is really good. And then fuck. I hate someone. I hate Mumu. It's weird. It's super weird. What do we call the N-Citizen? That's my number 2, N-Citizen. Super witty. I love it. And then what do they call IOI fans?
There was there's a new they announced that recently.
Oh my god, they announced the fandom name after they disbanded. That is horrible.
They announced it. I think I'm not too sure. Wait, I don't remember if they actually announced it. I remember they were talking about something during the reunion they had, but I don't remember if it was the fandom name. I am trying to. No, I think I was at work. Why are you laughing? What's the hate? What's the hate?
No, I just hate work in general. Don't worry. It's not your work, pertaining to your work specifically. It's just like I hate work. So, I guess N-Citizens, Style, and
See, it's hard to pick a third, isn't it?
I'm leaning towards Mid-C, but I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm not. TXT, what's their fandom name? I'm asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
Look, VIP was really cool too.
Not
VIP.
that easy, is it?
Look, VIP was really cool too.
I guess that's true.
Right? I mean, I don't know what that means. Does it really just mean very important person?
I have no idea either. You know what? I am gonna search on Google K-pop fandom names and just see like what.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. K-pop fandom names.
See, there's like one here that says list of K-pop fandom names, and I'm not gonna read the meaning, but like list of K-pop fandom names.
Okay, and their meanings will blow. That's what it shows on me.
Oh, the Monster X one is pretty cute because it's French.
Well, what was it?
Mon Bebe.
That's a song by Mamamoo.
That's Go Go Bebe.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Ballet.
Oh, Carrot is really cool. 17. Carrot.
That's true.
Yeah, I like that.
I remember it's just when I think of 17, like my friend is a 17 fan, and I would always ask, so are they 17 people in the group? And she's like, no. And she explains it with like 100% conviction. Just like, I'm not going to remember this later, so you don't have to do this again. You can just say no.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, Red Velvet, Revelove. As you may have guessed, Revelove is a combination of Red Velvet and Love. No shit. Didn't know that. Not at all. 80s A Tiny. Is this really true?
I think it's no. I think it's supposed to be
18.
18. Because Destiny.
Oh my god, I'm so lame. Tiny. Mamamoo Mumu, XOL, obviously. G Idol has Neverland. Not a bad name. Not a bad name. Elf. Oh, this is one of the most horrible fandom names I could ever think of. Elf.
Yeah, when you were asking me about like what was a good name, all I could think of was like, no offense to elves, but like that was the worst name I've ever heard.
And collectively, they're not elves. They're elves. They're elves. Look, I love Super Junior. I love them to death, like sincerely. But elves. They can't even say elves.
Oh, Day 6 has a nice fandom name.
My Day?
They're called My Day. Yeah, that's pretty cute.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm already like all the way down to 20 plus.
I'm at 22. Eyes 1, Wiz 1, Orbit, obviously, 23. Momoland Merry-Go-Round. No way.
That is so long.
That is so cringy. I hate it. The Boys, the B. I don't even know what group this is. This is witty. You know Tiffany Young's fandom name, Young Ones?
Yeah, that's actually really cute.
Yeah,
that's
right? Kind of like Forever, right? Young One.
Yeah, that's pretty cute. It was smart.
Shawol, Shiny World. Yeah. 28 Buddies. Don't like it. 29 Pink Panda.
I've reached the end of the list.
Represent. Everglow Forever. I hate it. I guess you kind of hate it if it's like a super common word. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah. I guess like if you're gonna make me choose the three, it would be Orbit, Young Ones, and then My Day.
Oh, you like My Day?
It's cute because of the whole concept of like, because their name is Day 6, and actually I asked a friend of this, like something, because I think someone left the band like early on. And then, like, they were 6 people originally. So I asked my friends, so, like, are they still going to be Day 6? Because, you know, they're not 6 people anymore. And then she got mad at me. I'm like, no, it was an honest question. I was confused.
That's horrible, son. What the hell?
I was just confused and curious.
Can you answer something for me? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I'm going to be super honest with you. Before we get to our first commercial break. It's about Luna. So, can you tell me what it translates to? The Korean name?
You mean
Sonyo
the group's
is girl,
Korean name?
right?
Yeah.
So, what's Idal Sonyo?
I said it a while ago.
What was it? I didn't hear.
Girl of the Month.
Oh, so that's what it meant. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's 12. Okay, good stuff. So I'm gonna be
It's just
perfectly
so
honest
long.
with you,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So after our episode 1 on season 2, I watched a ton of Luna, and I've been watching ever since.
Congratulations. Welcome to the team.
Yeah. And I feel like I was never like totally a fan. I was never an Orbit to begin with because I'm the guy who likes their songs but cannot differentiate them from each other. And I just recently got to do that. Because I'm always confused with Cherry and Hyunjin.
Don't worry about that. That's pretty common. They're the twins.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm always confused with what they look like. But now like I can confidently, you know,
Did you watch Luna TV?
No, I don't. Should I?
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. Like you get to see the growth. Also, they mentioned this in. See, this is what happens if you invite me. It turns into something about Luna.
It's fine.
They mentioned this in like the anniversary of the fandom name reveal. That was a V Live. That a lot of Luna themselves think that a lot of fans really like them, like from before, mainly because of the fact like if they see Luna TV, you can see how they really grew closer to each other. Like you see the awkwardness of someone from the start, and then gradually you see them like opening up more, bonding more, and like it just feels like, you know, those old school variety shows where you see the groups in their dorms. that kind of vibe where you just see them try to act like themselves around each other. So it was pretty kind of like down to earth, I guess, if that's how you define it. I'm not too sure, but like it makes you feel like they're still regular people, you know.
What I'm watching right now is Chu's YouTube channel
Chu can do it.
because like she is just so
She's adorable. Such
she
a little
is
baby.
hilarious. You
I
gotta- you
love
gotta
the
watch it.
episode when all of them were there.
Like the one where they were competing,
Yeah, that was
doing
so fun.
archery. Yes, so good.
Quick side thing. So you saw how they ran, right?
Yeah,
Like they ran for their
yeah,
life.
yeah. Mhm.
They were in Idol Athletic Championship.
Oh, were they? Okay, what happened there? Did they win everything?
So you saw how Olivia, wow, I called her Olivia. Olivia ran in the
Uh-huh.
YouTube one, which you can do it, right? She
Yeah.
ran really, really fast. Everything depended on it.
Yeah.
If you watch her in Idol Athletics, you're gonna see her like just basically fast walk because she was not caring. It's an inside joke with a lot of other orbits that's like, you know, leave Luna in a room for a competition, they will fight to the death to each other. Introduce other groups, they will not care. They want to go home. That's it.
But then again, like Hyeju is one of the athletic ones, right? Supposedly?
She's one of the strong ones.
Oh, the strong ones. Okay.
Yes. She doesn't, well, from what I remember in some videos, she doesn't like exercising, but she is pretty strong.
Sure. Like no one does, but look at them.
Yeah, I like exercising.
Ew, you're one of them. Really, you? Ugh, horrible. It's like I love jujitsu, but I hate warming up. Get what I mean? It's like I just want to roll already, and like submit people or get submitted by people, but I don't want to warm up and do the the exercises and I know it's you need to warm up your body and whatnot because it's a very strenuous exercise or hobby, but I hate it. It's like I go to trainings always late to just stretch and not do the warm-ups because I hate it.
Tisk tisk.
I hate it.
Tisk tisk.
Now what I'm doing is I'm like lifting weights again, and it's like I feel horrible. Like my arms feel numb and like.
Yeah, because you're skipping through the other parts of what you're supposed to do. Whose fault is that, huh? It sounds like a problem.
I still hate warm-ups. Bite me. We'll get to
sounds
our
like a you
first commercial
problem.
break. Freaking A. When we come back, more of the show. Don't go away, guys.
Hey everyone, Mo Twister here. Just as long as my guy Yuki here is talking about Jenny Kim, then I'm all over this podcast. You're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki.
Hey podcasters. Podcasting has become a staple when it comes to new things to try, especially here in the Philippines. Check all of them out on your podcast players like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We also hope you can donate to the show for as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account. You can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. We want to get as much content out there as possible, and a small amount like this would definitely help us out to keep the show going. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Now let's get back to the show. Hey you. Doing this podcast thing for years now, I've always been an advocate to start your own podcast. Regardless if you talk about K-pop, science, news, politics, showbiz, start doing it because podcasting is growing very quickly, not just in the Philippines, but also worldwide. There's a whole lot of new shows out there, and we as podcasters need to stay informed in order to stay relevant. The best way to do that is with data, numbers, and analytics. Something to keep track of how you're doing. And the best way to get it all in one place is Podmetrics, your one-stop shop for all your podcast data needs. Podmetrics combines data from Anchor, Spotify, Chartable, Facebook Live, and YouTube in order to show you the real picture of how your show is doing. And when you know your show, you can grow your show. The best part is it's absolutely free. Sign up now at podmetrics.co. That's podmetrics.co. And don't forget to use the referral code TheKingdomPodcast. No spaces. Podmetrics, the only analytics you'll ever need for your podcast.
Hey guys, do you use Spotify as your main music or podcast player? On Spotify, you can listen to all your favorite songs or shows, including this. And you can choose over a variety of artists or podcasters for your listening pleasure. So go download Spotify on your smartphones, and in the process, follow us on social media so that you'll know when the show will release a new episode. That's the Kingdom Pod PH on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you there!
You are listening to the Kingdom Podcast. All our episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on Anchor.fm. Your weekly dose of K-pop is now back.
Welcome back to the podcast. This is basically the time where I invite you to support the podcast by going to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. You can donate as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account to help us keep the show going. So if you want to support the podcast for more seasons to come, go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Anchor, Instagram, all on the same name, at the Kingdom Pod PH. This is Yuuki and Sun for the Kingdom Podcast Season 2. You can follow her on Twitter at @hihalepye, and for my account at Yukmeister on Twitter and Instagram as well. Is that your Instagram too?
No, it's not.
You have your personal Instagram, right?
Yeah, I do.
Like Korean Speaking Sun. At Korean Speaking Sun.
No. It's really dead though because of COVID and all. Like the last thing I posted was 2019.
Oh, that's horrible. Like I don't post on Instagram that much either, but like my personal account, I post rarely there. Like even pre-COVID. Like on my Yukmeister account, I don't know. Like I post sometimes. I normally post pictures of my dog or my girlfriend. That's it.
Because like I think I did something last year. I think it was like when I was like, oh, I'm gonna try eating healthy, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But like other than that, I've never posted on Instagram again.
I love the fact that you're mocking yourself.
Yeah, it was an unnecessary. It was good, but like it was an unnecessary expense. Like I learned to not have to do that.
You're
I'm
close to
looking at Instagram
0% body fat with you exercising. You're kind of like a buff. And then like you wanted to eat healthy, and then so what's your guilty pleasure then when it comes to things you eat?
I have no idea. No, because my friends have this habit of, for example, it's like, I don't know, 11 p.m. or so, and they're going to be like, oh, I want to order food. I'm like, fuck, I want to order food too. But I always just repeat that, what do I order? What do I order? Up to the point I'm going to end up not ordering anyway. Like, I end up saying I'm craving for something, I want to eat something, and then eventually I just kind of never do. And I forget about it.
Man, I want to order something really bad right now.
Why don't you get chicken nuggets?
What's with you and your chicken nuggets?
It's
I don't care about the BTS if it's purple or shit. Just want my chicken nugget.
Chicken nuggets are good, okay?
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fair. But I did taste like the BTS meal. Like I wasn't into like I didn't join the rave, on the first day. Nothing like that. It's like 3 weeks after it launched. I wanted to taste, the sauces, right?
Yeah,
Cajun
I ended up trying it too.
Cajun was pretty good.
It was nothing beats barbecue, basically for me.
I mean,
so.
yeah, obviously, right? I mean, that's the perfect sauce for chicken nugget. But like Cajun was pretty good. I'm only comparing it to the other sauce, obviously, because the other sauce sucked, like the sweet and spicy.
I mean, the other one was like, think of it as you trying the yangnyeom chicken in Korean.
Yeah, I mean
chicken restaurants.
Yeah, but
versus
I always,
having a little spicy honey mustard sauce. That's about it.
Yeah, but I always think of like whenever I taste that certain sauce, like from the BTS meal, like I'm not eating lumpiang Shanghai,
Oh my god!
It's like I am eating a chicken nugget, and this just not fit the bill. Don't get me wrong. I love the BTS meal. I love the idea, corporate idea, but yeah, that Cajun wasn't bad. Good stuff.
Sorry, now we're talking about chicken nuggets. I'm gonna send you a picture later.
Of a chicken nugget.
No. it happened to me twice already. I'm trying to eat chicken nuggets, right? And you know how you have to open the sauce packet and everything.
Right.
Like you have to like the one corner.
Yeah.
Every time, like I really, really want to eat my chicken nuggets. Every time I really want to eat it, if I have to open it like that, it just won't open, and it opens in like the worst way possible. I'm gonna show you the picture later. It's
What is wrong
More
with you and
flashbacks.
chicken nugget? Oh man. Okay, so I'm linking you something on Discord, and this is gonna be the topic. I'm canceling the other topic because the first topic just went way too long. All right, so that's gonna be our first and last commercial break, and I'm canceling the second topic, and I just wanted to go through this. So I saw this forum on All K-Pop, which is the Bible of K-Pop, right? We're not being paid by All K-Pop. I don't like their website. But there's an interesting section here, like in the forums, where what they're saying is when you post this, it's anonymous, and believe it or not, even the admins don't know who you are. So they set it up like that, right? So it's called Unpopular K-Pop Opinions. I kind of like want it to be a segment of this show where I just look at like K-pop opinions by anonymous people, and because we're not anonymous, you know, you can throw the hate towards us. So I'm just
you're speaking for yourself.
Oh, you opened it like this. Oh no.
It's not just once or twice either.
What do you use to open this with? You use your hands, right? Your fingers, right?
Yes.
How?
I don't know. Okay. So like there's this one time when it happened, I was in the car going like on my way home from work, and I was really hungry and I was super excited. And then that happened in the car. I'm just looking at it super sad. And
Did you take a photo of this in the car? No, that's a table. This is just be at home.
I think I also have one in the car. Wait.
Oh, man. God. Anyway,
it's pain.
Back to the. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. I'm getting you a chicken nugget. Just
No!
one. Just one.
No.
Or I can get you that
Much.
that fancy shrimp taco you ate. I don't know what it's called.
I'm not saying it. I know what you're talking about, but I'm not gonna say it again.
Yeah, what was
It's
it
not
called
that-
again?
I just said I'm not gonna
Shrimp
say it.
takoyaki? Whatever.
It's not. No, it's not.
I can go back to episode 1 and just listen to it, and then I can just tweet you. Or basically tweet to everyone that you eat this. 14 pesos lang isa. Ang mura kaya 140 10 pieces. Okay. Unpopular K-pop opinions. I'm having a field day making fun of Sun. I love it. All right, so this is what the OP said, like the original poster says, right? "'Tis the place where you can get it off your chest without getting judged. Rules. Error for what the fuck? 404 not found. Let go." All right. So I'm just looking at this, and like I was thinking of a topic, and then I saw this form, and then it was like just really, really funny to read through. Looking at it like, so I think that ITZY ain't all that. And then Blackpink is overrated. Says Blackpink is better than BTS. Blackpink revolutionized K-pop. That's interesting. What do you think went through their head when they say that they revolutionized K-pop? No hate on Blackpink, obviously, but like for someone to say that they revolutionized K-pop, what did they revolutionize specifically?
I would not
Look,
know
if you
either.
have,
I'm not
if you can
the
throw, like, I know, but if you can throw one, like just an idea, is it like breaking the scene, like when it comes to like the Western Hemisphere, like successfully breaking the scene?
I mean, wasn't Wonder Girls also really popular in the Western area before?
Weren't all of them?
Oh, that's true, but like to the point that they were going around there a lot, right?
Yeah, Wonder Girls kind of came and went there at one point.
Yeah.
There was this also, like, I didn't want it to make like to be like a topic, but there was like Ali and I, my girlfriend, we didn't fight, obviously, but like there was this ongoing debate, and she just really didn't want to talk to me about it because like we have like different views on it. Because I like at one point I said like I think YG still succeeded, and then she was like, "Why is that?" It's like because Blackpink is bigger than 21 now. It's like if I think of any sort of aspect of 21 and I compare it to Blackpink, I just feel like Blackpink's a better group. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big 21 fan, but like if I'm weighing down everything, I just feel like Blackpink really just has it in the bag. I even tried and compare it to like individual members and bang them against each other, and I still feel like Blackpink would win. And obviously, it's an unpopular opinion, right? But it's like Ali's like obviously she's just like no, that's not true. Like 21's a better group, blah 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 blah. And I get her argument, but how say you? Settle the argument for us.
I mean, because I'm not a fan of either groups, but
yeah, but you know them. I mean, obviously you know them by name, even.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
for me, it's more on if you were to think of the closer to generic K-pop idol style.
Right.
No. I don't mean this in any bad way.
No, sorry, I was laughing because of the picture that you sent. Screw you. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the one in the car. So you know how for K-pop girl groups, there's always either going to be, they're going to be cutesy, they're going to be innocent, they're going to try to be girl crush. Yeah. It's always stuff like that. And for Blackpink, I got the vibe of like, we're going to be badass, period. That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But despite being like, we're going to be badass, it's still the stylized form of K-pop girl group, which is nothing necessarily wrong. To anyone, in my opinion, it was more like we are legit gonna be badass.
Yeah, they were trailblazers, obviously, right? I mean,
So honestly, like to say who was better, I can't say who was better because they each have their own style still.
Yeah, but it's the YG style, right? I mean,
it's the YG style, but at the same time, it's the separate group style. Because you can't. Okay, if you compare any one of them to CL, no one's gonna like match the level of how CL is gonna be with the whole rap scene compared to the other four in Blackpink. Because CL will fight more, stuff like that. Like there's more of a kick from to anyone compared to Blackpink, but for other people they would prefer less, which is why Blackpink would seem more appealing as well.
Look, I'm like, you know me, I'm a big fan of the second gen. Obviously, I would rather get the second gen than the current generation that we have right now. But, like, I just know that the standards have changed. And I'm not all on defending the new generation, right? But, like, the God-given talent that the current generation has, like, I just can't compare it to the talent that they had back then. It's like, at this point in time, when you debut, you gotta be really, really good. You gotta be like super placado na, That's what I like, and I'm like I said, I'm a second gen buff, but there's something about the new generation where, look, like for instance, our common ground, Luna, right? I mean, Luna when they debuted, I mean, wow. Do they sound really good? Do they look really good? Do they dance really good? I mean, it's nuts. And I just can't compare it to, like, the only second gen group I can think of, or even third gen if you want to add them to the mix, that I can think of that were really good, like at debut, was SHINee. Sila lang. But like right now, like if you're not as good or even better than the group that debuted before you, then you're not gonna make it. That's what I feel like the current generation has, and that's obviously a ton of pressure. But I don't know, like
I mean that's a factor because that's then, and now it's like this because of the fact that before, if you think about it, a lot of people liked seeing the growth of it, like. You can see a member, like maybe, I don't know, a specific member necessarily not that great at dancing, but you see them like, I really want to get better. So they try their best to improve. You see the development after, and that's what other people found endearing. But here, like now, everyone is like, oh, they have to be really good to catch your attention. It's also a big factor of how different the whole like time, what people look for now would be. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing either, because like what you said, that's a lot of pressure on people, especially these new groups are the younger side.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure on their shoulders.
That's right.
That's intense.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not going to be, like, obviously it's not going to settle the argument. And a lot of people will disagree with me with, me saying Blackpink is better than 21. I'm not attacking them personally. It's just that, like, that's, I guess, like, with the years that I've been listening and watching K-pop, and, standards change, You may have, like, a baseline standard, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the standard moving forward, Like, for instance, if you say that Girls' Generation has to be the standard and still is, okay, well, they can be base standard now, but, at least, like, when you debut, you have to be as good as them, but people expect you to be better than them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Dances change. Obviously, like, the dances now are more difficult, more comprehensive than before, right? So that too, you need to take that into consideration. And a lot of people will definitely say that, oh, that's why, like, for instance, I'm just gonna quote some people. They're saying that, oh, Twice can't sing properly live because their dances are difficult, right? Well, not really, but I'm not a dancer, but I've seen more complicated dance moves than what Twice has been doing, and other groups are sounding way better live than them. So I don't know if that argument is still valid. Things like that. You were saying?
No, I was gonna say the fact that this is our topic for now, the whole unpopular K-pop
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I'm just
probably I'm probably like the worst person you have to talk with regards to this.
Why?
Because my definite answer will always be, everyone has their own taste. It's to each their own. So like, it may be an unpopular opinion to you, but to someone else, it's a regular opinion. So like, everyone has their own thing, because again, this is K-pop. It's not serious. It's not life or death, guys. So
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. It's really preferential, right? It needs to be like within your preferences.
It's like potato.
Yeah, potato. Yeah, like this, for instance. Like one of them commented, "Boy groups are too high pitched." It's not wrong, but
I mean, okay, I'm the type of person who basically is like, boy groups all sound the same. Like,
don't they all sound the same, boy group or girl group? I mean, you differentiate them with the style of, like, the genre of music that they put out.
That's the problem. Like, most of the boy groups now, it's all the same genre. Like, okay, I get it. You guys like them. They're your boys. Go ahead. But, like, show some different. Some of them are just, like, full-on EDM. Like, okay, that might be your style. But, next concept. Show a different concept. And then they don't. Like, okay, then I'm just not gonna listen. Okay, next.
That's fair to say.
What was that?
Yeah.
Was that a dog?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, that's my dinosaur here. Yeah, I'm just reading off, like, a lot of these, and I think a lot of them would be really good topics, but a lot of them, because they're anonymous and because they're, quote unquote unpopular opinions, right? A lot of them tend to compare. This is what I'm saying. This is what I kept on saying. People want to talk about the things that we talk about here on this podcast, but people don't have the balls to do so. This is what I'm saying. People are fighting over again, like, between aespa and ITZY, who has the better pull, who will dominate the scene, like, moving forward. We're talking about that here every single fucking episode.
Sorry, I find it really funny that you mentioned aespa, because
yeah, I mean, look, I'm
no. When they came
right?
out, when they got released and everything, I had a friend who couldn't pronounce their name, so she was saying asthma.
Asma.
Like no disrespect to the group and to the fans.
I'm
It's just
on
like
the
I remembered my
next
friend.
level. Oh man.
Yeah, my friends are like this. I'm so sorry.
You know something about aespa, right? That song, Next Level, totally hate it, right? You know my opinion on that. But I now realize what I hate. Like which part I hate. It's the singing part. And that's not a hit on their vocalists. I think their voices are great. It's just that the singing part on Next Level just doesn't fit the whole song.
I honestly would not know. I don't think.
But you know the song, right? And then the next, everyone's doing it like the dance because it's really catchy and whatnot. It's like,
I think it's just that part I know. I don't know the rest anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that part is really the hook. Obviously, it's the hook, but there's a singing part in the song. You know how in Red Velvet's Happiness, there's that like part where "Shine on Me," Wendy's part there.
One more time.
Shut up. And then and then like you would feel like, okay, this is just a point, like they're making a point where we all know that Wendy's going to be really good, right? And then they're just rubbing it to our faces because that part shouldn't be in that song. Like with Was's Maria, that ending part that's not supposed to be in the song. Or what was the song that they released recently? Aya. The last part wasn't supposed to be on.
A part of me feels like, and this is again based off like the older songs, a lot of them try to make it like how I Got a Boy was.
Yeah, I mean that's the attempt on Bohemian Rhapsody, right? A lot of people are saying that, and
yeah,
I don't know. It's probably like a one hit wonder, Not Girls' Generation, obviously, but like that song genre choice where you.
The problem is it's not even a one hit wonder. It's a hit or a miss.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if it's like a hit, it's gonna be a super hit. If it's a miss, then fuck, it's gonna be like you're gonna miss a whole lot moving forward. But then it became a hit, good stuff.
Yeah. Like it's always because that was the first time it kind of happened with when they tried it with I Got a Boy. So like, turns out it wasn't that bad. So everyone else was like, maybe we should try that style again and everything. And then that's when the hit or misses started happening because it worked once because it was something new. It was strange, but new, and it worked. But sometimes strange and new doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work every time you try it.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I can get back on. Like, I can get back with you on that. But I don't know. It's just really sad. Like, the attempts that they have when it comes to recreating. Obviously, people are not gonna say that they're recreating IGAP, right? But that attempt to recreate not the song, but like the genre choice or the genre choices in one song, kind of weird, kind of sus. I wanted to end the show with just this one unpopular opinion in all K-pop because it's really super funny to read. And this is like somewhat related to what we said earlier that I'm going to tell you behind the scenes. Someone said here, deep fried corn studded doo-doo, that's the name, says, maybe the company isn't hiding your fave's potential. Maybe they're generally below average singers or rappers. Can you think of one group or person that you're not going to say on air? You don't have to worry. You can just type it on Discord. That you can think of.
That I can type it, but after the show, because a part of me thinks that you might say it out loud.
No, I won't. Just go for it. Ali's waiting.
No, because
Ali's waiting
I still have to think about it.
Just say who it is. I mean, just type who it is, and then we can talk about it.
You type it first. So
I type it first.
Yeah.
Like a group, this group, and a specific member, not of this group. Fuck. I can't think of a
Not
specific
that easy,
member.
is it?
That's okay.
Not that easy, is it?
You have one? Okay, type it. Ali's gonna type one as well, and this is gonna be the second one. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. Look, the second group, they're not hiding their potential, they're not hiding their favorites because they're all out there. They're,
Yeah, but the maximum potential they have is that.
slim to none. Obviously, yes. Pero, like, they're not hiding them.
Yeah, I know.
Technically. I feel that my group, I feel like at one point their agency is really hiding them or not really releasing. Because it never occurred to me that they're going to be like, the it group. Oh, this one?
That makes sense.
Look, she said this. Do you think...
In terms of agency being an asshole?
No, like in terms of hiding their potential.
Oh, the fact... Wait. Is this... I'm confused now. Is it the agency hiding the potential or the agency... Everyone assuming that the agency is hiding the potential, but it turns out they're just really not good?
Like either or. But I feel like the
Those
agency...
are two completely different things!
Okay, but then again, like, if you think about it, like, yeah, definitely the agency, because they're the ones who are really calling the shots here, right? And then you're the fan clamoring for fucking releases from your respective groups and then not seeing them properly. So, I guess it's the agency. It's like they're not really hiding their potential, but the agency thinking like, alam ko namang hindi sila ganun ka-talented eh. This should be fine. Ganto lang dapat. So can you already thought of one so that we can talk about it? Because my group, aren't you just bitter? I mean,
No. It's an honest opinion for me.
Okay. Look. She gets you. I get you at a certain extent. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, isn't it like already a given, son?
There's a thing kasi for I'll explain it more later because if I explain it here,
people will know.
It might
Yeah. Okay, so just so everyone knows, right? What we're saying, like the groups that we all said, like Ali, myself, Sun, they're all girl groups. There, that's it.
Well, I also have others for boy groups, but
You have a boy group. I couldn't think of a boy group because, like, I don't follow the boy group scene that much. I only follow BTS, and that's it.
I don't follow them either, but I see a lot of people post stuff.
Yeah. I guess a lot of them really doesn't have the full potential. And especially my group, like that, the way that I thought of that is because my group followed a tremendously talented number of groups. Get what I mean? And their agency is just so prominent, like so prominent in the scene. And it's nuts to think of like, okay, they did like that agency debuted with this first generation group. You know who I'm talking about, right? Son?
Yes.
So,
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
First. Yes,
so they debuted with that group, and then they debuted with this, and then this, and then this, and then them.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of like space to fill. Because like the amount of passion that these four groups had, and I'm not discounting obviously, the group that that I'm talking about. Like I'm not discounting their passion. Obviously, they're probably very passionate as well, but I guess like I don't know, like they're not really special. I don't see them as anything remarkable.
That makes sense. I also see your point, mainly because again, I don't really follow a lot of other groups, and despite not following the other groups, I do understand your point of view for that one.
Look, I can't.
I'm literally looking at a list of names again.
It's fine. Like, you know, I saw your boy group, and I can think of like a handful of, like, you know.
I don't even know the names of these people. I just know like the group names.
These groups. You saw?
Oh, I do agree. I do agree with that. Yeah, I do agree with yours.
They're all horrible.
Yeah.
This too.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
And like their songs are subpar. Obviously they're good dancers. I think that's the real market nowadays. And correct me if I'm wrong, son, but like, you know, dancing is such a big thing. Right now, like back then CN Blue mattered, you know, groups like that. But then
I miss CN Blue.
Oh man, I love CN Blue. I miss them dearly. But now you have like One We, who's like a tremendously good band, but the market isn't really just getting behind them because I guess the GP or Gen Pop is really not into like bands compared to back then.
This one is a group I think that was wasted.
Wasted?
Yeah. They were good, but they were wasted.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. Yeah, that was a good group. But, yeah, management sucks. No? I feel like the boy groups that we named are mostly supposedly going to be good, but got wasted because of the companies they're in.
50-50 for me.
Look,
for the other groups.
At least for this. At least for this group for me.
50-50 for me.
So you agree with me on all of these groups?
Pretty much, yeah. Because again, I'm not a huge fan of boy groups. So I have like very, very neutral opinions wherein literally I would just say what's off the top of my head with regards to it.
Yeah. Oh, but these groups are big. Like these groups, you know them, right?
I know the second one.
Oh, you don't know the first one?
I've heard the name, but I never bothered to.
So yeah, these groups are pretty big, but I feel like their releases are subpar. Guys, I know that we're talking about like unpopular opinions, and we're not really copying out of this. It's just that like it's way too direct to tell you guys that we think that groups are really bad.
Like A group or B group is bad.
Yeah. I mean,
because the thing is, you know, the forum, there's the whole anonymous thing. Here, you know it's us. So
yeah, that's right. That's true. Like I can name myself cured saffron and shallot beef as well, like, and go to all K-pop.
That sounds so fancy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's something that I think that you eat like every single day, like stewed almonds and avocado ostrich.
As someone who studied cooking, that sounds not good. So
look at this deep fried sour ostrich.
What the fuck are you looking at? Oh my god.
These are names that people post. I mean, these are the names of the posters. Oven grilled apple and lavender boar. Do we eat boar?
I mean, it's basically a wild pig.
Breaded rhubarb turkey. I have no idea what rhubarb is. I've heard of it. No idea what it is. Deep fried corn studded doo-doo. See? Those are the names. And with your last group, I completely disagree with you.
I know. I
hate you.
Absolutely sure you were gonna.
I hate you. No, disagree with you on that. Nope. Look, there.
You know, can you I feel like you shouldn't explain it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not
on the record.
I'm I was thinking of what I'm going to say, and then I stopped myself because like people would know. But just know. Just know. Just know. Okay, that's fair. Look, I guess you can't.
Like, I don't know. My mic probably caught me typing.
Yeah, I guess you can't rate them. You get what I mean? Why you can't rate them? Because they're this.
Again, like what I said, literally everyone has their own preferences.
You get what I mean? Like that's why you can't rate them?
No.
Oh, man.
I get what you're trying to say, but I don't see it. That's all.
Okay, sure. Fine. Let's agree to disagree on that. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can think of it like, just going back to the topic, I think we can think of it like that, where probably agencies don't really have their full trust on them as well. And it's mainly going to be based on, record sales, or like how the Gen Pop reacts to them. But I don't know. With the groups that we named, except for the group that you named, screw you. With the groups that we named, like, I just don't feel like if I were the CEO of the company, I would give my 100% trust on them.
Honestly, the thing is, like, this is also a pretty common topic in like Orbit Twitter.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, because like it's a whole thing where everyone is saying like the company should step up and everything like that because of the things that the girls can do. Like,
yeah,
when they were under quarantine, they did like an audio only V Live, and 2 members, 3, I think 3 members like revealed songs that they composed and actually like were producing at like that time. Some of them wrote the lyrics, some of them made the melody, everything like that. And like, it shows that they can really do it. Like, it sounds really good. I can send it to you later.
Sure.
And like,
yeah.
But the thing is, they're not
being backed up.
Yeah, and like how I think almost half, 5 members, if I'm not mistaken, were on King of Mass Singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like they were really good. But apparently there's like Hustle really wanted to be there, but apparently like there's for some reason she's still not there yet, stuff like that. So
what a great singer Hustle is.
There are just so many things, and this is a super unpopular opinion in Orbit side. And for me, I'm just very neutral about everything because I just want to be a fan. I'm gonna support them because they're the group I like. And a lot of people say that the company's bad, And in my head it's like, okay, the company can be bad, but at the same time, we can never like go 100% yay or nay for a company because we like the group. Like, we still don't know the ins and outs of everything that they do because we're just viewers. Unless like we're in the actual thing where we have to be biased that we're not fans and we're there to see what happens. That's when the actual scenery can be seen, like if they're actual crap or not. Because we never know. Like we just see one side. We never know the other side. And I do not want to assume a lot of things because you only see one thing.
See, this is what I'm talking about. We strive so hard to hate on a lot of agencies, right? With good reason. But I think it's difficult for you to like the agency if you see any sort of like even the smallest amount of quote unquote injustice towards your idols. Like for instance, you know what's super funny on how I'm gonna talk about Ween again, obviously because that's the talk of the town, like Ween leaving RBW, and then a lot of people are saying that her introduction to the live with just like a picture, like a collage of pictures of her is like, wow, it's super impressive how they introduced her and whatnot. And like, RBW treated her so bad that a collage is like such a very low standard for us to stoop on and find it impressive because she was treated so bad in RBW. And that's where I get the people that hate on agencies. It's because like, that prime example of injustice, you can't really
like if
stand,
it's like
right,
if it's super obvious, then go ahead and hate. But like if it's to the point that okay, there's this bad aspect, but at the same time, if you look at another thing, you can kind of try to like, there's that little feeling of doubt wherein like, is it really that bad per se? Because like again with the Luna thing, like yes, the company may be bad in promotions and everything like that, but the members are super comfortable with the staff. So that means like personal relations wise, at least what we see on the camera, personal relations wise, it doesn't really look like there's a lot of conflict. Maybe the management is bull crap, but like I don't know. That's why I can never be like full on hating towards a company or full on for a company.
Me too. There was this topic back then. Like the topic was is ITZY the next?
Come in.
Fuck. Is ITZY the next nation's girl group, right? And then I was co-hosting with Jason. You know Jason, right? So he said like not when they're handled by JYP. It's even in the intro of the show. And why? I mean, JYP's doing great. Like when it comes to promoting their songs and promoting them on different shows, like I don't get like okay, I get why there's a hate on JYP, you know, but even when he's doing good, like I can't stress it enough. Where, you know, he's doing good with ITZY, and I think ITZY is like a very promising group, probably the next nation's girl group, who knows? But you know, JYP as an agency is doing good. So what if they're handled by JYP? It's like, can you imagine them in SM? Get what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, probably the only good agency in my eyes is P Nation, and I'm probably biased because I love Psy.
That's true.
He's kind of cool.
Like, I mean, the thing is, like, you can, again, in my opinion, it's really how you see how the idols also react towards the people in the company also. Like, you can see just how they're willing to be, how they're willing to act because they're fine and they know that they're not, that nothing bad is going to happen afterwards. Something like that.
I guess you should really start hating on the company if your idol left. So
yes,
probably there's
because that
there's
means
merit
there's a reason
there,
why.
right? Yeah, exactly. So probably your idol hates the agency, or probably your idol wants to do something that the agency can't provide. You know, things like that. You know, I guess that's the only prime or logical time for you to throw your 100% hate towards the agency.
I mean, still, I can't give 100. Like, okay, the problem is like hate is such a huge, honestly, heavy term to use.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Just for anything in
Distaste.
general, because like, yeah, distaste would be better. Because like again, okay, your idol left. Like one of your favorite idols left the company for X reason or Y reason, and okay, it sucks. But again, is there like another reason as to why they didn't let it push through? Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, what if it affects everyone else around them, and they're only thinking about, no, this is because it's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then everyone else, I don't care. Stuff like that. Like you never necessarily know what happens behind the camera. That's the biggest problem, especially in entertainment, because again, this is not serious matters in life.
That's right. I agree. See, I love having these conversations. Like I thought of this like this would be a really good like, you know, segment / topic, because we get topics from this segment. So yeah, might be a recurring theme. Who knows? Like I might look at other websites that have unpopular K-pop opinions. Whatever. Kind of like the names though. Brine pasta and pork. Overbaked nuts and mammoth. I think that's the best one yet. Good stuff. Son, thank you very much for co-hosting. I know that it's going to be like another fucking 5 months before I get to book you again, because you're like super in demand, super busy.
I'm just busy, okay? Because like on the weekends I have to do subtitle stuff, and then I'm just tired.
Just tired. Oh my god, I
tired.
need to eat my shrimp cocktail, whatever.
You're not gonna get over that, are you?
Yeah, I'm not at all. 14 pesos each, like 10 pieces, 140. Oh my god, so good. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I like it. She's from Makati, by the way. You know, Makati #South. All right, that's the show. Thank you very much for listening. And yeah, Son, do you have anything to promote? Like, do we have like anything from Luna Philippines that we need to look forward to?
Well, there's one from Luna. They're gonna have their Japanese debut soon, so that's pretty cool.
September 9th?
15, 14?
14. It's 14.
Oh, there's gonna be a song, I think tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow. There's like a side song. If do you know producer Ryan John?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he worked on a song with Heejin, Lip, Jinso, and Eve. It's gonna be released tomorrow. Yeah.
Why?
And
like
you
that's
know-
a subunit?
No, it's just like a side project thing from Ryan, I guess.
Good stuff.
Like he has an album and stuff, and he got like some idols. I think he had one for NCT also, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for the orbits out there, summer package, gastos na guys. The one I linked to you.
Yeah, I know. That I asked Sun like behind the scenes. You know, funny enough, like Sun and I don't normally talk a lot. And now that we're
It's
not
mainly
doing
because
the podcast,
it's mainly because I'm the type who forgets to answer or reply.
but now that we're not doing the podcast like a whole ton, it's like we talk more behind the scenes now. Like just about nothing, like sometimes mostly about like my new setup. There's a new setup in my studio, and then like obviously Luna stuff, and then she linked me the summer package catalog whatever of Luna, and then I asked her like, are you gonna buy? And then shit, I'm asking the wrong person. Don't answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have my savings. I can't use my savings, but if it's Luna, yeah, I'm gonna buy Luna stuff.
I do. Oh my god, you were just saying that because I said no to getting a second monitor.
No, the second monitor, but I'll get a neon sign.
I am not getting it. Literally, I'm not.
Really?
Yeah. I said I was gonna make a responsible decision, and despite the fact that I want it, doesn't mean I'm gonna get it now. Maybe next time in the future when I'm more financially stable, but not now.
So do you like the summer package catalog?
Yes.
Are you getting it?
I got it already.
See? Guys? No to the second monitor. I hate it. No, I'd rather get like pleasing in my eyes than productivity,
Wait, no, okay, in the first place, I'm not working in my house.
Yes,
other
you
than
are.
like side.
Yes,
no,
you
not
are.
like not the 8 hours a day working. So I don't need a second monitor for that because like if I'm working here on like my side work thing,
Yeah.
literally my monitor is fine.
Don't you like it when you have like the video in one monitor and then you have like the typing thing on the other? Productivity.
Again, you have to remember, I said this a while ago, my attention span is not that amazing. If I have two monitors that are huge, one's big there, one's here, I won't know where to look at. If I have it in one screen, okay, I can see both. I can look at both of this at the same time. So,
Plus she has like her laptop anyway. Yeah, you can put it as a secondary monitor, right?
actually, no, I don't know how to do that. I'm bad at technology, so...
Let's get out of here. Thanks for listening to the show. This is episode 7. Yeah, episode 7 of the Kingdom Podcast. We'll have one more episode on the weekend. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again on episode 8. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
The Kingdom Podcast is executively produced by The Voice DJ Yuki and co-engineered by senior producer Jason Aguayo. Special thanks to the Kingdom Podcast creative team. You can like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Anchor at the Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and any other platforms you use to listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening and see you next time.